everyone, it is 6 o'clock UK time. I'm Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master. Great to have you all with us this evening. Let's get into the show. So welcome everybody, it's great to have you all with us, and as always have a strong Bitcoin hand. Buy your Bitcoin, get it off an exchange onto your Trezor, and then do nothing and wait for the halvings. That's the advice you're always going to get on this channel. As always, follow me across all the platforms. Twitter, Bit.Tube, DTube, Steemit, obviously, BitBacker.io. You'll find me on all those platforms at UK Bitcoin Master. As always, as you can see, one side here, another, there it is. My disclaimer, I'm not giving any financial advice. This is just my opinion as a Bitcoin investor. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. It certainly is not meant to be. Finally, ukbitcoinmaster.com, there it is, my website. All my archives are there, so do head over to ukbitcoinmaster.com, where you can check out every video I've ever done with regards to Bitcoin. Before we get started, I want to hold this up. I hope you can see it. You've probably all seen one of these before, but I'm just so excited. My lovely missus has just bought me a Bitcoin, a gold-plated Bitcoin, and yeah, love it. Thanks, Elaine. I really appreciate that. As always, on with the show. Casso, great to have you with us as always. Thank you for your support, dude. You're a stalwart. You're always in there, and I do appreciate that. I appreciate anyone that comes on the show and gives us support in this bear market when everything is so down, it's so quiet. Again, as always, can I encourage you all, bash the bell button, hit the like button, subscribe, share this out on social media. If you're watching this on Steemit, do give us an upvote and a re-steam, be appreciated. If you're watching this on catch up, down in the bottom right hand corner here, you will see the YouTube logo where you can subscribe, so do that. So what am I going to talk about this evening, UK time? I guess some of you, it's probably America, and it's you know, the earlier part of the day. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, depending on what the time is where you are. If you're in the chat, why not just post where you are in the world? That'll be really, really useful, so we can start to get an idea of, you know, who's tuning in and where they are in the world. You don't need to put where you are, but you know, your country or your state or your county if you're in the UK. That would be useful. You know my topic, guys. You know my thoughts on not leaving your Bitcoins, any crypto, on an exchange, because they're constantly getting hacked, aren't they? And I'm always looking for more evidence to back that up. So let me just pop up my Mac screen, and hopefully... Oh, I don't know what's happened there. That's gone off to one side. I can't change it now. But, you know, Cointelegraph, you know, crypto exchange Coinbene. Hang on a second, I'm on the wrong one. Coinbene assures users that prolonged maintenance is not due to a hack. Now, we don't know that, do we? You know, and they obviously, you know, they're scared to death of the hacks going on and losing clients, etc. So if it were a hack, then they're not going to promote it as a hack, and they'll do everything they can to, I guess, try and cover that up. But it's just another, you know, episode of something going on in exchange that if you had your coins on that exchange, you know, there's a chance they could be hacked, which is why I'm constantly bleating on about the Trezor. Not going to read these out. It's just referring to what's going on with exchanges and what I'm always saying you should be doing. Just one more I've got here in terms of hacked. Singapore-based crypto exchange DragonX has been hacked. Now, Singapore-based exchange DragonX says it's been hacked for an undisclosed amount in a number of cryptocurrencies. DragonX announced the news on its official Telegram channel on Monday, stating that on Sunday, March the 24th, it had suffered a cyber attack that saw cryptocurrency funds owned by users and the exchange transferred and stolen. Now, just imagine if you've worked really hard to build yourself up a crypto fund, a Bitcoin fund, and you've left it on an exchange because it's easier, and all of a sudden it's gone. How are you going to feel? You know, if you've only put a few £100 or a few $100 on, you know, you might think, oh, well, it's okay. But, you know, what you've got to do, and we say treating, you know, your Trezor with the same, you know, your Bitcoin that you've got with the same mentality, get it on a Trezor. It's not what you invest into it. It is what it's going to be worth down the road. And that's the amount of security you should be placing on your Bitcoin. So, you know, for those of you brand spanking new or looking at this in the future and just getting into cryptocurrency, here's a Trezor Bitcoin wallet. You can see a lovely little bit of kit that plugs into the side of a Mac, a PC. A desktop PC, doesn't matter, it's USB drive. Absolutely beautiful little tool. I've just spotted this one. Apparently now you can get this lovely bronze plated one as well. But it comes back to the same old thing I've always been saying. I'm never going to stop saying. I'm going to keep hitting home, because you want to ask yourself a question. Am I in the 80%er mentality where, oh, well, if it gets hacked, it's not worth much? Or you in the 20%er mentality that what you're getting is your future, your kids' future, your down the road money, your pension money, your financial security for life money? Where are you at? Are you in that 80%er mentality? Or are you in or working to get in to the 20%er mentality? Because I can tell you, all the smart people in Bitcoin have got a 20%er strong hand mentality. You know, you can swing to the far end with someone like Trace Mayer when he's talking of all this technical gear and stuff you need that freaks me out even to secure your Bitcoin. You can then get into the middle ground of owning a ledger or a Trezor or a cold wallet, a blue wallet or something like that. Rocky Palumbo, great to have you with us, my friend. Great to see you there. And yeah, I know Rocky's a 20%er. Rocky was on my show last Thursday, guys. So do check out last Thursday's show. At ukbitcoinmaster.com, you'll see my interview there with Rocky. Great information from Rocky there. So, you know, you've got to be a 20%er. You don't want to be an 80%er that thinks it won't happen to you. So yet again, in the middle of the show, buy some coins, get it off an exchange. I don't care what exchange it is, get it off there as fast as you can, onto your Trezor, secure your keys, and you'll do really, really well. A couple of other articles I picked up on a positive note. London Metals Exchange backs plan to track physical metals with blockchain. Now, Bitcoin's not blockchain and blockchain's not Bitcoin, but all this can only be good for the space, for the promotion of what's going on out there. The more we see this, the more we get it out there, the more these different companies and entities are talking about blockchain. It can only be good for Bitcoin and its ultimate mass adoption. So, you know, I look for stuff like this to reinforce what I'm saying. And if you're watching this in the future, pound the like button. I'd appreciate it. If you're on the call, pound that like button right now and share this across social media. What I'm saying is, articles like this, are they telling us Oh my God, this is something really, really dodgy. We shouldn't be doing it. Oh, Usagi Nami, great to have you with us as well. Should we be getting into this, or is it dodgy? No, articles like this are telling you you are in the right place at the right time. One more. You know, we've all heard of Louis Vuitton, haven't we? The, you know, top-notch merchandise, clothing, handbag manufacturer. You know, Louis Vuitton owner is launching a blockchain to track luxury goods. This is basically to track and verify the authenticity of a Louis Vuitton product when there are so many copycats out there. So again, is this negative? Is this a negative article, or is it a positive article? And what you've got to get is this thing is only going one way. You know, we don't know when, but it's going to go up. You know, there are so many cryptocurrencies out there. We don't know which ones are going to come in, stand the test of time and be good currencies. We can't expect Bitcoin to be the only one. But, you know, forgive me, you're on the Bitcoin for Beginners channel. You're on a channel where I'm not a 20%er. I'm a hardcore 20%er. I only believe in Bitcoin. Yes, will I take the crypto dividends that come along? Of course I will turn them into more Bitcoin. But this is a Bitcoin only show. But I'm not silly enough to think that there won't be some altcoins that will ultimately stand the test of time, but they'll never be Bitcoin. Why do I know that? Go and read or listen to The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Ammous. Read the book Bitcoin, the Internet of Money by Andreas Antonopoulos, and you'll see where I'm coming from. Another switching article. I've been hearing a lot about something called Tippinme. Excuse me. Tippinme is a Lightning network, and Lightning is what's being built on the top of Bitcoin, second layer, to make payments in Bitcoin lightning speed and mega cheap. So, you know, Lightning is what's going to take Bitcoin to the moon. I'm sure it is, you know, or one of the protocols that's built on top of Bitcoin. Start to learn more about Lightning, guys, or LN is the abbreviation. But I'm hearing a lot about this Tippinme. Haven't researched it myself, but just an article I've picked up that says Tippinme takes off at lightning speed with more than 14,000 new users. I'll read a bit. As the new Lightning Network protocol continues to take the crypto Twitterverse by storm, it's taking at least one new app with it, as the tipping and micropayment app Tippinme catches on like wildfire. Founder Sergio Abril told Bitcoin Magazine he is overwhelmed by the interest and support he's receiving from around the world. Tippinme is just a site one can use, someone like myself, for people to give me a tip in Bitcoin through the Lightning Network, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So I'll certainly be doing some research into Tippinme. I was sort of flicking through Twitter to see what I could find, and I found an old tweet by Matt Odell, and I thought it really sums up what I'm trying to talk to you all about on my show, and that is Bitcoin, yes, but don't take advice from me. And I think Matt Odell sums this up. You know, please don't trust me. I'm merely a tool in your own quest for knowledge. My aim is to help you, but I demand you do your own research or due diligence. Read a lot. Discuss, argue. Test your ideas on others. Understand what you're investing in, please. I cannot enforce that enough to you or stress to you all. Hang on, let me just bring me back up with my technology, if I may. I can't stress to you all how, whilst I and many other content creators are really excited by this space being alive today, you've got to do your own research, guys. Don't, whatever you do, take what we say as financial advice and go and say, well, you told me X. When I got that phone call from a colleague of mine heading for 2 years ago now, he said to me, Brian, for goodness sake, he said, I'm really excited about this. He said, but you must, and I'll underline that, must do your own research, draw your own conclusions. Excuse me. Don't invest anything you can't afford to lose. He stressed that so much. I'm stressing that so much. I do not give financial advice. I'll put it up again. I'm just passionate about what I've discovered. Do your own research. Read. Get your head into YouTube. Find content creators to study, and then, like me, you'll probably end out unfollowing some that you realise are not with your values. I did. There were people I followed that I don't follow anymore because I don't believe in their views, where they're coming from, what they say is going to happen, you know, crazy hype. No, you'll not get crazy hype on this channel. It is just honest Bitcoin talk based on my own experience, what I've learned, but I would still encourage you all to do your own research. I want to bring up a quote, if I may, because I always do like to sort of finish up with a quote. And again, this is so apt for what we're doing. We're trying to educate people to not blindly follow the masses. When the masses start piling into crypto and Bitcoin, it is over. You have missed the boat. Okay? When the masses are selling, the smart are accumulating. Think about that. The masses are selling, which means the price is going to go down. And the smart cookies that have done their research, they understand where this is going, they are accumulating. So be careful when you blindly follow the masses, because sometimes the M is silent. Isn't that great? Think about that one for a minute, guys. So that is the show for today, guys. Thanks for being on with us. I hope you enjoyed the content. As always, please like this content, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a strong Bitcoin hand. Going to show this again because I'm so excited that my lovely wife just bought me my first ever gold Bitcoin. I'm going to treasure that one. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Again, just once more, let me pop this up. Do head over to ukbitcoinmaster.com where you can look at all my archives. Check out the notes below, all the articles that I've put up on this show. The links to them will be below. There are links where you can buy t-shirts. Do you like my t-shirt? I've got my own brand now. UK Bitcoin Master. Ask me anything about Bitcoin. You know, I go out into the streets and I test this, and I find it staggering that no one comes up to me and says, okay, so what's Bitcoin? No one. That's how early we are in all of this, people. That's why I encourage you all to get in. Casso, you are so welcome. I hope you enjoyed the content. Usagin Army, thank you. Rocky, whoever's on, thanks all of you for your support. If you're watching this in the future, thanks for the support. Even in the future, please smash the like button. I'd appreciate it. You know, we are so early in all of this, guys. I cannot stress it enough to you all. So buy some Bitcoin. Get it onto your Trezor. Secure your Trezor safely. Don't ever give out your keys. Wait for the halvings. We've got one coming up in about 14 months in May 2020. My God, let's see what happens when the halving comes round. For those of you that don't know what a halving is, it is how Bitcoin gets chopped in half. You know, how many are produced in each block, and over every 4 years to 2141, when that'll be the end, there'll be no more Bitcoin ever produced. So the scarcity aspect kicks in, which means the price will go up. Just think about that. Logic tells you when something has got value and it is scarce and people want it, there's only one way the price can go. Thanks for watching, guys. On Monday, I will announce my second live guest that will be taking place next Thursday. I believe that's the 4th of April. So do join us on Monday. This guest is... Now, Rocky is huge in the space, but this guest is also massive in the Bitcoin space, in Twitter land, in YouTube land. So join us on Monday to find out who my special guest is going to be next Thursday. But until then, as always, Bitcoin is the rock, guys. Get some Bitcoin, get onto a Trezor, then get on with your life, enjoy your life. Don't watch charts. Don't look at technical analysis. It'll do your head in. I'll catch you all on Monday. Have a fantastic Bitcoin day, an amazing Bitcoin weekend, and I will catch you all next week. Cheers, everyone, from the UK Bitcoin Master, signing off. Ta-da.